fucking everyone! Hello, and welcome back to episode 2 of my unscripted ranting series, where I have like a very vague idea of what I want to talk about, and then basically just yap for as long as I can be bothered. Now, who do I hate in the fitness industry? Everyone! Nobody has any idea what they're talking about, including myself, and we're all fucking useless. However, there are some people that I hate. Some people deserve much more hate than others, right? There's two groups, right? I'll touch on the first one last. First one first, sorry. Doesn't make any sense. Right. PTs. Now, PTs by themselves in a vacuum, yeah, sure, you might think they're fine. But, at least in Australia, I don't know how it is anywhere else. In Australia, all you have to do to be a PT is you pay $3,000 and you basically just go to a course for a month, 2 months, 3 months. Yeah, you just pass it and boom, you're a PT, right? Now, there's a big problem with this. You don't have to be smart. You don't have to have a brain. You don't have to have any sort of critical thinking skills. So then what happens? So the people who do the PT course, right? They tell you at the end of the course, they say, we don't have all the answers. You have to go do your own research. Now the problem is nobody fucking enforces that, right? Which means that what you get, right? You get PTs who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And they tell people to do whatever they want without any sort of resources or scientific reasoning or anything beyond, I feel like it. It's what Ronnie Coleman did 30 years ago, so I'm going to tell you to do that as well, right? Nobody holds them accountable for their actions. There's no system in place to say, okay, well, you're a PT, so you have to know what you're talking about. There's no refresher courses or anything. Once you get your certificate, you are done. And to the majority of the world, people who don't know any better, because of course they don't, because they assume that it's, actually they assume that getting a PT certificate requires having a brain. To them, you're a PT, so you know what you're talking about. When that is not the fucking case. They're all stupid. Especially, right? Now, this is what really pisses me off. There are those PTs, right? Who get all their friends, right? All the people that they know who believe in them and will jerk their dicks off no matter what. They get them to put in their transformation pictures, which is they just use slightly better lighting and shitty poses in the first one. And it's like, whoa, look what happened when my friend, I coached him and he grew to the size of a fucking mountain. So you could too. What they don't tell you, however, is that the progress photos are just they're not even proper progress photos, because one might have a pump and good lighting and actually knowing how to pose, and the other one doesn't, which makes it look like it's 3 years of progress when in reality it's like 6 months. And then a lot of them, they'll just get their mates to get on fucking steroids, because they're on steroids as well, because they have to look big for them to be a PT, which is a separate topic, but just, it sucks that you have to be big and you have to look like Ronnie Coleman to actually be a respected PT to a lot of ingrates on the internet who think that if you're small, you don't know what you're talking about, or if you've never been stage lean, then clearly you're clueless. That doesn't matter. That means you have the IQ of a pineapple. Anyway, so there's nobody holding them accountable for their actions, and it really pisses me off, because it means any or fucking Joe Schmo can be a PT, can do whatever they want, can tell anybody whatever they want to tell them, and because they have the $3,000 certificate that might as well have come out of a fucking $3,000 cereal box, they can do whatever they want. They can get away with murder, and there's no body in place to hold them accountable for whatever bullshit that they might be telling people. And it's just I hate that they take advantage. They take advantage of people who don't know any better and who just blindly trust the PT certificate because they assume it means something. So that's the number one group, right? Those are the people that I had the biggest problem with. And some people who know me, they might know exactly who I'm talking about, because I have a personal vendetta against one of them. So I'm not going to name drop, because I'm a mature content creator. I'm a mature individual. Now, number 2, right? Now, this is not something that I personally have like a in-person vendetta with. Actually, no, it is. No, I do actually, because I've met him before, and my friends actually asked him, "Are you natty?" And he said yes. And it is this man, Mr. Kwame Dua, right? He's an Australian bodybuilder, right? Pro natural bodybuilder. Now I'm sure you can see from his physique, he's a rather big fellow, right? He's a bit of a unit, right? Now, problem is. I remember asking him about this because he was at the University of Adelaide Expo, right, in like 2021, and we all asked him. We said one of our questions was, how much do you deadlift? And what he told us was he deadlifted more than the world powerlifting record. Now that can mean either one of two things. One, he was lying, or two, I don't know if you've ever seen a powerlifter. They don't look like this. right? They definitely don't look like this. They don't have anywhere near the amount of muscle, or because they focus on other things. They train for other things. This dude trains to be a bodybuilder, and somehow he manages to. Sorry, my hair's just got in the way. He manages to lift more than I'm sorry. I'm a bit distracted because I don't. So there's my window up there, right? And you won't be able to see because my camera's shit. But right in the corner, in between the glass and the actual screen, there's a big fat spider, and I hate spiders, so I'm just a little fucking nervous that he's gonna start crawling out. And I know he can't get into my room, but it's actually making me it's making my heart race actually thinking about it. And I know he can't get in, but I'm actually really scared. Anyway, this is future me just showing the spider for. I shall call him Herman, and if he kills me. Please don't put Herman on my gravestone, because I think that'll be the worst thing ever. Killed by Herman. I'm fucking scared. Somebody help. So back to Mr. Kwame, right? Look at this cunt. He's fucking yoked. Look at this fucking bullshit. That is, I'm sorry, right? That is not a natural physique. Anybody with even a modicum of intelligence can tell you that's not natural. This is fucked. So he's both bigger than your average natural bodybuilder, and he lifts more than a natural powerlifter. Now, you might be thinking, what does that mean? Well, it means he's on fucking steroids! He's not natural! Look at him! It doesn't take a brain to figure that out. And he says God first! Ah, yes, because I remember in the Bible they said, thou shalt not lie, unless it's to sell supplements and yourself as a brand, and also your coaching and everything. Yes, I do remember that in the Old Testament, and God said unto Abraham, thou shalt not lie, unless you're trying to sell something, in which case you can lie all you want, take all the steroids you want. It's fine, right? Because he's God first, so that means he's natural. No, he's not natural, and he does this stupid, fucking, ridiculous, low effort content. Stock sound effects. Look at this shit. Ha 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 ha. No, it's not funny. It's just, I don't know why it makes me irrationally mad, the fact that he claims to be natural, but he's just not. And it's just natural. People who fake natties actually genuinely piss me off, because once again, they take advantage of people who don't know any better. What it essentially boils down to is they say, if you do my training and you take my program and you follow all my content, you do everything I do, you too can look like me. Ka-chow. And it's just not, because they're on 5 million fucking steroids. And it's just, it all comes back to taking advantage of innocent people. That's probably my most hated thing in this entire world, because I used to be one of those people that would probably have believed this shit. So I hate it when I see people trying to sell products and supplements and to other people who are clueless, right? They don't know any better because they haven't been in this industry long enough to separate fact from fiction. And what ends up happening is you get these PTs who are clueless, or they're just not natural, and they say, well, follow my program, you can look exactly like me. Or follow this program that I got from an old Ronnie Coleman video in 2002, and you can look exactly like him, when in reality it's never going to happen. And then the fake natties, who are almost always selling products as well, and they're saying, yo, I definitely don't take steroids, and if you buy my program, you will definitely look like me. Not! It's just, people being taken advantage of is my kryptonite. It's why I hate so much of the fitness industry, because it's such a predatory industry. There's no regulation on any of it, and it's just, they say whatever they want to make a quick buck, which is, I don't expect anything more, but it's still fucking disappointing, and it's just shit. It pisses me off beyond belief. It's just because I used to be that person. I used to be that person who would fall for this. And it's you see fucking Chris Hemsworth or something, or Alan Richardson, the dude from Reacher, and they take they take steroids to look good for the movie roles, and then Hollywood gives this physique, and they say, this is what the man should look like, this is what you guys should all look like, and then people like Chris Hemsworth, they'll start selling their fitness program, and he's like, do 20 push-ups and 20 crunches and 20 mountain climbers and all this shit over only 5 minutes and 0 seconds rest, and you can look like me, when they're just juicing. And that's what Hollywood is now, and that's what the fitness industry as a whole is. People who lie. Fucking liars. Liars who are just aren't. There's nobody to say. There's nobody to call them out. The only people that call them out are the people who get shit on for being smaller than them because they're not fucking on steroids. Oh, it's just. Yeah. All in all, I hate predatory practices, especially in the fitness industry, because I was almost a victim of those. Like, and it's just, it really grates my cheese, you know? It really rubs my dick the wrong way. Yeah. Spider's moved. The spider's moved! I'm dead. If I make another video soon, I will have not died, but if you don't hear from me in a couple days, the spider has eaten me. Well, until next time. Adios. Disclaimer. Sorry, this is just after the video, I just realized. I know I've shit on Eddie Abu, and I've shit on Kwamu, and I know that to some, they might see that and think I'm racist, because the only people I've called out so far are African or African American, or African Australian rather for Kwame. The PT dude I was talking about, who I said I wouldn't name drop, he's white. I'm not racist. I'm not. It's a coincidence. I will shit on other people in the future, but it just so happens that the two dudes I've shit on have been, you know. It's not a trend. It's not a trend. You can't make a trend out of two incidents. Please, it looks bad. I know it looks bad. Promise it's not. Please.